Okay, well, I'm over here at my building and I just almost got done installing this heat tape, so I figured I'd tell you about it real quick. Me and my dad, we've been using these for a while. We've got several mobile homes and different properties, so we've been using them. This one here is good down till negative 40 degrees Fahrenheit, and so we've been pretty happy with them. This one's a 6 foot. It always tells you right on the package here on the front. This is a 6 foot one. And if you're reading the book, it tells you on there that the heat tape cannot touch itself at all. And so you can see how I've done this one. And it also tells you that you cannot double back more than 3 feet, which I'm just right at that or under that. And in this case here, I've got this extra stuff on top. So you could get away with putting like a 9 footer, you know, or maybe even a 12 footer, depending on what your setup is. This is about... It's not quite 4 foot, you know, maybe right about that from the ground up. But anyway, what's cool about these is they turn on at 35 degrees. They kick on, and then they kick off at 45 Fahrenheit. So I'm just putting this one on here, but a lot of the other ones that we've already done, I just leave them plugged in all year. You know, it's fine. They only kick on whenever they need to. And so yeah, it says in there not to spiral it, and I have done that a few times, but you just got to leave a gap when you're doing it. When you go around, then you do your next one, you just leave a gap. And really, it's designed to go down one side of the pipe, but in this case, you know, I mean, I'm right on the outside wall here. So, and these are about 7 or 8 inch thick walls in this building after I got done blocking it all in with insulation and wood. But then you've got this piece coming out, which... You know, the metal out there does get cold, and I understand it transfers in. And so, yeah, you could have ran one on up. You could have just, actually, this one here, 6 foot, could have just went up one side, went all the way up, down, and over here. But there really ain't no need, because when the water warms up in here and in this valve, it's going to transfer the heat out. So, yeah, I definitely recommend reading the instruction manual if you're not familiar with them. But, it's pretty simple, really. Like I said, you just got to make sure that the cable is not touching itself, because you don't want it to burn through. And then, like down here, I've got this end piece down here just far enough up off the floor where it won't get wet. And you cannot put it under the ground. You don't want the dirt touching it, and you don't want it in the water. So you definitely don't want to bury it, because you don't want standing water near it. And in this case, I'm not going to wrap this one with anything, but if it's going to be outside or underneath the home or something, I definitely recommend that you wrap it. It tells you in here, I don't know if it shows on the, yeah, it shows, well, it shows putting the cable on here, and then right here in the book, it shows you, let me go pull that up. Yeah, right here, it shows you how to wrap it and tells you all about it. And it shows how you can put 2 of them on. You can put 2 of them on and then just have, you know, that's the plug there and the plug there. Or you can just do one, like what I was talking about. As far as wrapping it up, yeah, they've got this foil-backed insulation that you can get. Let's see, we can't get to the next page. Only got one end here. Where to go? Yeah, so it's basically just showing you to make sure you put the thermostat part underneath the insulation and all that. And then what I do is when I get a shutoff valve, like if I was going to wrap this one here, I would wrap this one around behind this shutoff valve, the insulation part, and then I will, you know, with the water off outside, I will work this valve and then get my insulation around it exactly how I want, where you can still get in there and shut this off. And basically you don't want this with it in the on position. You don't want it buried under your insulation. You want to be able to get to it. So. But anyway, yeah, if you want to go check them out, I'll leave a link for you. But I know you can get them at your big box store. Some of them have them, and they have different kinds out there. But this Easy Heat's been a good brand for us, so we're going to stick with it. I've used 12 footers, 9 footers. I have a 3 footer somewhere. And, yeah, never had one freeze up yet. So, all right, catch you later.